So I've recently been having a bit of a problem with the Element, and I don't know if I want to say it's a major issue or anything like that, but it's something that I need to address as soon as possible. So the other day I went to Walmart and bought a bunch of groceries, and I walked out to the parking lot with my arms full, just kind of waddling around with all these bags of groceries that I'm carrying. And I get to the Element, it's cold and it's raining outside, and I try to open up the door and I could not get the door lock to unlock. And this is a problem that I've been having for a while now. You know, this is something that happens to a lot of Honda Elements. Most Element owners have this problem, especially some of the older ones. They're probably very familiar with it, but the door locks get really sticky and you have to like develop a process for getting them unlocked. Like you push it in and then you pull it out and then you turn it left and turn it right and then turn it left and then turn it right again, and then finally it opens. And that's usually what I've been doing, but I could not get it to unlock, guys. It took me about 20 minutes or so and I ended up giving up. There was a lady behind me sitting in her car giving me the weirdest looks, like, what is this guy doing? Why is he trying to do this? I ended up having to climb in through the trunk, which was a real problem for me because the trunk doesn't, like, the way that I have the bed set up in the back, like, there's not very much space. Here, I'll just demonstrate it for you right now. See what I mean? Like, there's not very, like, it's pretty hard to fit through here. Like, I like stuck my head in like this. Oh, I like had to like push the bed down a little bit, and I got just enough space to like get over it, and then I was able to like slide in. And this was how I did it, and really wasn't my best moment. Both door locks are pretty much toast at this point. The driver's side one hadn't been working for a few weeks before this happened, so I was just coming in and out through the passenger door, which wasn't fun on its own, but then in the Walmart parking lot, the passenger door stopped working. Since then, I've been able to lock the driver's side door and get it unlocked. It just takes a while and is really bad, especially when it's like raining outside. So what I did is I spent like, I think it was $26, $28 on Amazon and got these keys here and these two locks. They're just standard locks. They work with the Honda Element. I think that they are Honda design keys. They're specifically for Hondas, and this is a common problem with these Honda door locks for some reason. So I decided to do it this way. I pretty much have to take the entire door apart. It's going to be a heck of a process, but I'm just going to go for it, and hopefully I am able to put it back together the right way and I don't have any problems. I'm going to do a test run on the passenger side door first, and then I'll move to the driver's side, which I think will be a little bit more complicated. Okay, so this is like supposed to be the hardest part, is like actually getting the door lock out. It's really easy to get back in apparently, but it's really hard to like clip this, like a little strange clip that you have to like push in one direction and pull in another, so it could take me a little while to do this. By the way, I'm not doing like a tutorial on this because, well, quite frankly, I don't really know what the heck I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to do everything that I can, but there is a really good video online, and that's what I'm using to reference. I keep going back inside and looking at my laptop and coming back out here and check it out. So I'll put a link in the description below to that video so you guys can check it out if you need to do something like this to your Element. I just figure 28 bucks for new door locks is a heck of a lot better deal than paying 300 bucks or something like that to have it rekeyed at the dealer, or even 200 bucks or whatever it may be. I'm definitely saving money by doing this. It's just a matter of if I can actually get it done. So this process, just the passenger door here, has taken me like the entire afternoon at this point. It's like 5:30. I don't even know what time it is. The sun's starting to go down. I'm running out of daylight here. I really got to finish up, but I lost this C-clip. It's first off, it's really hard to get this out. Like, you're supposed to have a special tool to pull it out through the bottom, and I don't have that. So most people are able to do it without it, but it just takes a lot of patience and a lot of grinding and like putting screwdrivers in weird places and stuff like that. And eventually I got it out, but it went flying, and then I lost it in the door, and it got like wedged like in the absolute worst place that it could have got wedged in, and I could not get it out. I had to like stick screwdrivers in, and I was trying to use magnets to fish it out, and eventually I got it. But like I said, I'm running out of daylight. I got to get this finished up. Definitely a success, although it was one heck of a process. That was probably the most difficult mechanical thing that I have ever done on the Element myself, and it's not like it's super hard or anything like that, but it's just a lot of moving parts, and it took me a lot of time. I spent the entire afternoon. I literally ran out of daylight last night and had to finish the project this morning. I slept last night with the door panel off. I put it inside my friend's house and was just able to barely close the door, and that was all I could do. And this morning I did finish it. Part of it was because I lost a couple bolts in the door and I had to fish them out, and you couldn't really see at night, and just little things like that. On the passenger door, the first one, I definitely broke a couple pieces of plastic, little tiny pieces of plastic, the little that latch into place for some of the parts, and just little careless things like that. But it's just because I didn't really know what to expect. It was the first time I did it. To be fair though, the driver's side door I did this afternoon, and it took me less than an hour to do the whole thing. So it's a learning experience. I'm happy that I did it. Definitely saved quite a bit of money than if I had gone to a mechanic, and other than the massive amount of time that it took to figure it out and to get everything right, I'm pretty happy with it. Unfortunately, that is not the only issue with the Element. It was a pretty major one. I want to be able to open and close the doors and lock the doors normally, so I'm pretty happy that I can do that now, but there's a lot of other problems too. I know I mentioned it, the oil leak that's going on, not really sure what the deal is with that. It's pretty minor, but it is definitely happening. And then there's issues with the check engine light being on currently. I think it's just the oxygen sensor, but it could be something else. And then I got a ton of suspension work that really needs to be done to this thing. And I know I've talked about this a lot, this crossroads I'm at. Where is it? Do I try to keep the Element and put a few $1,000s into restoring the Element, or do I just move on and get something bigger that's going to be a little more comfortable for me? And I'm very torn between this, and that's why I'm talking about it again in this video. I think that I kind of want to keep the Element. I would love to be able to change the back and the interior and maybe remodel it a little bit to fit my needs a little more. Ideally having a desk station that's comfortable to sit at, where my head's not touching the roof back there kind of thing. And that's where I'm at, and it'd be kind of cool to do that, but I don't know if I want to invest all that money into the Element. And I've been thinking about this, and I don't know, I kind of want to get your opinion on this. You guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. But one of my good friends, his dad actually suggested this to me a while back, and he said, why not try to get Honda to sponsor the channel and try to get Honda to sponsor a road trip or something like that, and ideally to restore the Element and make it look like new, make it look better. And the exterior looks terrible, all the paint is kind of faded, and then I have the vinyl trim and stuff like that, and it looks really bad. I know I've talked about that previously as well, and I don't know, I think it would be maybe a cool thing to try. My idea would be to make a short film, and using all the footage that I have from all my adventures over the past few years, and kind of put something together designed to get Honda's attention. And then hopefully you guys would be able to share that, and maybe we could get their attention and see if they'd be willing to sponsor restoring the Element entirely. Maybe it's a crazy idea, I have no idea, but it would be a pretty cool thing. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, a good New Year's, good holiday season. I know it's been a few weeks since I posted a video. I was just enjoying the holidays, and it was kind of a weird holiday season for me because it was the first time in my life that I didn't go back to New England to spend it with my family, so I didn't really get to see any of my family for the holidays. But part of the reason why I did that is because I'm actually going to be flying there next week. My cousin is getting married, so the whole family's getting together. We're just going to celebrate Christmas in January, I guess. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to seeing everybody, and I've had these flights booked out of San Antonio for a little while now, so it's another reason why I've been kind of hanging out in the San Antonio area. Although I think more than likely I'm still going to spend some time here even when I get back from New England. I'm enjoying San Antonio. It's a pretty cool place, and two of my closest friends live here, and it's been really nice to spend time with them. They have this spot in the backyard where I'm able to work on the Element, or possibly on my next van if I decide to go that route, and I kind of want to use that to be able to get things ready and get ready to get back on the road. By the way, I'm sorry for the fan noise right now. I got the Kodiak running, and my laptop is running a pretty loud fan noise in the background. I don't know if it's distracting or not, but I'm working on editing this video right now, and sometimes it gets a little loud when you got the Kodiak running and you got the computer and everything like that working on full throttle. But the Kodiak has been working out really well. I am super happy with it. I mean, it's a lot of power in a pretty small amount of space, and it's definitely something that I appreciate so far. But I think that pretty much sums it up for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.